Overclockers, my name's Bryony and welcome to episode 20 of BIOS Update, where I bring you gaming tech and PC hardware news. Today, I've got all the info about the future of gaming graphics, a video game movie smashing records, a new GPU launch, and of course, the release, finally, of Dead Island 2. So, let's get into it. Kicking off with the gaming chapter, and our first story is that NVIDIA and CD Projekt Red have just taken Cyberpunk 2077 to a whole new level. The future of gaming graphics is here with the launch of ray tracing overdrive mode with patch 1.62 now available on PC. Cyberpunk 2077 was already pushing the boundaries of gaming graphics with a sprawling, detailed, futuristic city. Now gamers can experience full ray tracing, also known as path tracing, as revealed in their latest technology preview. This sneak peek into the future of gaming graphics is a game changer. I remember being at the launch of the RTX 20 series of GPUs, and path tracing was mentioned as some sort of far-off fantasy that may never be achieved. And here we are, just 5 years later. As you can see from the trailer, which was filmed in 4K with an RTX 4090, the reflections, shadows, ambient occlusion and more have been taken to another level and look amazing. With DLSS3 activated, the performance is impressive and ensures the FPS stays at a playable level throughout. You can try it out for yourself now, provided you have a powerful enough GPU, and apparently there's also still more to come, with further updates, enhancements, bug fixes, and performance upgrades. With DLSS3 activated, the performance is impressive, and it ensures the FPS stays at a playable level throughout. You can try it out now for yourself, provided that you do have a powerful enough GPU. And apparently, there's also still more to come, with further updates, enhancements, bug fixes, and performance optimization still in the works. NVIDIA also released some interesting stats that reveal 83% of 40 series gamers have enabled ray tracing and 79% use DLSS in RTX compatible games. That's millions of gamers enjoying this new tech. Speaking of capable games, NVIDIA also announced there's now a whopping list of over 280 DLSS enhanced games and apps, with Everspace 2, Like a Dragon Inshin, High on Life, and Leap the latest additions. I'm going to drop a link below so you can check out the full ray tracing explainer video with CD Projekt Red. Our next gaming story this week is about the highly anticipated animated Super Mario Bros. Movie. It is breaking endless records with a whopping $377 million in global box office sales on its opening weekend. It now holds the title for the biggest opening weekend for both video game adaptations, surpassing Warcraft's $210 million, and animated films, overtaking Frozen 2's $358 million. It's also the biggest opening of the year, beating out Ant-Man for the top spot and the second biggest 3-day US animated opening, only trailing behind Finding Dory. Voiced by Chris Pratt and Charlie Day, Mario and Luigi's adventure begins when they accidentally fall into a mysterious pipe, transporting them to a world filled with Nintendo's iconic characters. Despite some mixed reviews from critics, families looking for some Easter entertainment really did fill those cinemas up over the opening weekend, and its success is likely due to the fact that it is family friendly. Exit polls revealed that 59% of the audience was male and 45% were between 18 and 34. It's likely that no matter your age, you've played or at least heard of Mario, and this has resulted in that impressive box office performance. Whether you're a long-time Mario fan or looking for a nostalgic trip, it seems like it's well worth watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and I've already added it to my much-watch list. Moving on to the hardware chapter, and our first story this week is of course all about the RTX 4070 launch. We did drag our in-house expert Ian 8-Pack Parry on camera to make a dedicated video, but I'll quickly go over the main points. However, do make sure to check out the full video for all the detailed info on this awesome new GPU. Overclockers UK currently has over 30 different SKUs available, and I do love the look of those really smart white cards. I must admit I'm pretty tempted to upgrade. You'll notice that some use an 8-pin connector, while others use the new 16-pin power connector, so this is something worth considering when picking your upgrade. Performance-wise, throughout our benchmarks, the RTX 4070 regularly trades blows or even beats the RTX 3080, and it does have an extra 2GB of VRAM, DLSS 3 support, and slightly cheaper MSRP. It provides a worthy generational leap overall. The Asus Tough OC model used for testing stays cool and quiet and boosts nice and high, and Ian managed to get an extra 5% free performance by overclocking. Overall, it's a great card for gaming at 1080p, 1440p, or even 4K in some cases, and both the Asus Dual and Tough did perform well. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the RTX 4070 and if you'll be getting one for your next upgrade. I'll of course drop a link below if you want to check them out. Next up, get ready to roll out because gaming chair brand Nitro Concepts has just released their first ever line of special edition gaming chairs, and they are all inspired by the iconic Transformers franchise. In these chairs, you'll look Optimus fine with high quality PU leather in vibrant colours that's sure to be the centerpiece of any gaming setup. Choose from Autobots, Decepticons, and Optimus Prime editions, each with their very own unique design. The Autobots edition features the unmistakable blue and red colours of Optimus Prime with embroidered artwork of the Autobot leader on the back of the chair and Autobots logo stitching. For those who want to join the dark side, the Decepticons edition features a black and purple colour scheme with a wireframe stitching of Megatron on the backrest, and it's been accompanied by a Decepticon logo and Transformers lettering. The X1000 series is not just about aesthetics, but also about functionality, and these chairs are equipped with an adjustable tilt mechanism, some comfy cold foam padding, and 3D armrests for comfort and posture support. The backrest is transformable from 90 to 125 degrees, allowing for a relaxed gaming experience. The X1000 Transformers Edition chairs are now available on the Overclockers UK website for just $259.99, and you can check the link below to get yours now. Moving on to the blog chapter this week, and our first story is everything you need to know about Dead Island 2. Jacob has been busy collating all the information we have so far, and it's all before this long-anticipated sequel to the 2011 original finally emerges from development hell on April 21st. Dead Island 2 offers you a choice of 6 Slayers, each with their own personality and dialogue. Each Slayer has fully customizable abilities with a brand new skill system that you can instantly respec to try out some pretty crazy builds. Dead Island 2 has plenty of exciting quests and crazy characters, and you can always bring 2 friends along in the 3-player co-op mode. Your trip to LA will be a very long and very gory one, as LA is overrun with zombies that look and react realistically. With dozens of distinct variants and Dead Island's 2 advanced dismemberment system, the carnage-filled gameplay should feel pretty unique. Recently, the detailed Dead Island 2 PC requirements were also revealed, and oh my, you are going to need a pretty beefy PC. For 1080p 60fps, a Radeon RX 6600 XT or NVIDIA RTX 2070 Super. Meanwhile, to enjoy the game at 4K 60, you'll need a Radeon RX 6950 XT or NVIDIA RTX 3090. As with most modern titles, you also need 16GB of memory and a 6-core CPU or better, with the download taking up 70GB of storage. You can pre-order the game now on the Epic Game Store before it makes its way to Steam and other PC platforms next year. I'll put a link to the full blog post with recommended PCs to play if you want to check it out for more information. Next up, it's true that gamers love a good crossover, and sometimes that can include crossing over to different mediums and formats. In our next blog post, Emily takes a look at some much-loved video games that are also board games. Perfect if the new Dungeons & Dragons movie has got you in the mood for some more tabletop action. Ni no Kuni 2: Revenant Kingdom is a beautiful JRPG and sequel to Wrath of the White Witch that was made in collaboration with Studio Ghibli. The board game has the same artistic style, and the board and cards are beautifully detailed, giving off all the Ghibli vibes. Those that dabble in mini painting can bring the miniature characters to life. Next is Dark Souls, which redefined the fantasy genre and spawned a whole new gameplay style, Souls-like. This RPG is unforgivingly hard, but that's why gamers love it. In the board game, between 1 and 4 players take on a brutally hard dungeon crawl with miniatures, a variety of classes to play as, and plenty of treasure to discover before their inevitable demise. Pac-Man is the classic arcade, and the game is simple. Eat the dots, get the points, avoid the ghosts, rack up some impressive scores. With Pac-Man, the card game, 2 to 8 players can enjoy the retro arcade game in a new format. You draw cards to build a deck of points while trying to avoid the deadly ghost cards. Resident Evil 3 is a fan favourite as you play as Jill Valentine, who is one of the last remaining witnesses to the atrocities performed by Umbrella. Another cooperative game, Resident Evil 3 the board game, is for 1 to 4 players. Following the basic plot of the video game, you must survive the night and escape Raccoon City alive. Every choice you make matters and will directly affect the game. Finally, Horizon Zero Dawn, the board game, has been designed to mirror the depth and complexity of the video game. It's semi-cooperative, where 1 to 4 players are all vying for the same end goal, to take on plenty of foes to earn glory, as the player with the highest wins. However, if one hunter dies, all hunters fail, hence the need to work together. All these game-inspired tabletop adventures sound very exciting, and if you want to learn more, I'll drop a link to the blog post below. Thanks for watching this week's episode of BIOS Update. Let me know what you think of the RTX 4070 in the comments below. Is it finally an affordable graphics card, or are you going to skip over this generation completely? Give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you want to catch our upcoming content, and I'll see you again in the next one.